Hello. Hey, welcome back. I would highly recommend you take a peek at pages 26, 27, 28, 29 in your blue science book. That's the pages we're going to be on today. Really got one goal today, guys, and it's the goal we have every day to praise Jesus. Honestly, what we're going to do today, guys, is marvel at God's creation. The first thing I have to tell you is that, unfortunately, there's a lot of science books out there that just plain and simple don't give glory to God for His creation. We're going to today, okay? We're going to look at a lot of different animals and see how distinctly God made them and kind of just say, wow, God, you're an awesome God. That's really what we're going to do today, and then part of your assignment is to do the same thing. Think of animals, think of the amazing ways God created them. I'm not asking us to play God, but think about why exactly did God create them that way? We'll kind of use some thought and some intrigue there. And hey, the best place to start is not always in a science book, but in the Bible to learn about God's creation. And we know from Genesis 1:1, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, and it was very good. Let's get right into it so you know what I mean. This is kind of part of what your assignment. I'm asking you not to copy the animals I picked because there's millions of animals. But let's think about, again, giving glory to God. And I picked the rhinoceros, one of the first animals I thought of. Not necessarily it's my favorite, but giving glory to God is, man, look at this guy. Look at this. You don't want to mess with a rhinoceros. Not that we have any here in Arizona, but you had to give glory to God for how He created such a massive animal. And this is something that even lions a lot of times won't even mess with because they know this is big, this is hard to get into, and these big boys right here are going to really do some damage. And so looking at a rhinoceros, I'd have to give God the glory because God created the rhinoceros to have these two large horns to defend itself. God's an awesome God, huh? Keep going. A deer, whether you like them or not, whether they're delicious or not, you have to marvel at how amazing God made their bodies to run so fast, to be so nimble, to go back and forth so unbelievably quickly. I chose to give God glory to say, God, you're amazing how fast and nimble you made a deer. Pretty cool. Porcupine. I guess I'm bringing up lions at the hunters a lot, but I mean, even a lion's going to think twice when they get one of these sharp quills inside their little face there. You're not going after a porcupine anymore. It's amazing how such a small, tiny little creature God made with such an awesome defense mechanism that a fierce, ferocious lion's not going to even mess with it, right? I'd have to, looking at a porcupine, give God the glory to have the sharp quills to defend itself. That's pretty amazing to me. Last one I have before I set you guys off to do your assignment is a horned toad, close to home, man. These things are crazy. If you've ever had your dog go and kind of mess with this or play with it with his paws or actually take a bite into it, some of the horned toads can actually squirt blood out of their eyes. I know it looks gross and disgusting and gruesome, but that's a defense mechanism because as sharp as these things look, they're really not all that dangerous to the human touch. But you can think again. Number one, the horned toad might shoot the blood and the dog is going to let it go and not mess with it. But also think of a dog or some kind of animal eating the horned toad. This isn't going to feel good going down your throat, right? You have to give God glory to think of, man, how He designed a horned toad to have those defense. And even when it looks like he's getting eaten, the dog might spit it out because it doesn't like that feeling in his throat. So that's pretty amazing. I have to give God the glory there. I just want to take some time to really focus on, well, let's not ever lose the focus, ever, but especially in science. Unfortunately, some science books can go a lot of different ways of trying to describe and all these different theories and things like that. We're not going to do that. We're always going to give God the glory. We know who created the heavens and the earth. We know our God is awesome, and we're going to give Him the glory. That's what I'm going to ask you guys to do with your assignment here. I want you to think of 5 different animals, and again, think of any animals that you guys have, and I want you to think about how God created them to be special, right? This is actually what your assignment looks like. I'm sorry, I think I gave you the top and bottom. They're exactly the same. You by no means have to do both. Pick either the top, pick the bottom. I'm sorry I didn't cut it in half, but again, here's an example. I had a rhinoceros made by God to have 2 big horns to defend itself. That's what I'm asking you to do. Write down 5 examples of how God created animals and why it's special. Okay? Do it. Write it in a way that gives God the glory. You can say thank you to God. You can glorify Him and His name, and we got an awesome God, guys. Let's give Him the glory with this assignment. Have a very great day.